I had a vision recently where I was in a room with some people and I saw their faces, and I'm not permitted to say their faces,
Yeah.
but
Wait. So you had a hallucination of being in a room. You see some people, and they tell you that you can't tell everybody else what their names are. That's why. I mean, what are they afraid of? That what the demons are going to stop them from telling you stuff or telling other people more stuff? Um. Okay. So what this guy had was he had a hallucination, and he thought it was uh some kind of demonic or angelic thing. But I don't get, why can't you tell people their names? Is it because you don't know their names, or because this never happened?
I saw there was a demonic uh, ritual going on.
Okay, it seems like he doesn't even it sounds like he's making up stuff right on the spot, because if you actually had this kind of real experience, you wouldn't need to pause so much to try to figure out what you're trying to say. Um, though that's just what I think. But he's a Christian who supports Trump, so obviously he's making up bullshit. It's-
And I saw this figure. I couldn't see who it was, but it was clothed. They were a very dark figure that a spirit was being called up to try to now bring almost like a dark horse candidate, is the way I could describe it, to try to even bring in to the whole mix. And this is spiritual warfare.
Yeah, it is.
And that's what we have to
Absolutely
understand
it
is, the enemy is seeking to, none of the candidates right now are looking like that they can evenly match or take out. Don't believe the polls. We know that. How many times we're going to learn a lesson from that? But I saw something very demonic trying to be implemented and trying to be revealed, and we need to pray against that. But here's the thing. I woke up this
Wait a minute. Pray against it? Why? If all this is part of God's plan, why would you want to pray to stop God's plan? That doesn't make any sense. And if God is all knowing, he will already know this is something you don't want, but wouldn't care, because his plan is greater than your plans.
morning to the voice of the Lord speaking to me, and he said, when you stand on October 30th till the time of Thanksgiving, he said, 30 days, and it hit me, that's 30
Wow,
days.
yeah.
He said, listen now to what is being spoken in hell, and it kind of shocked me. And I could hear chatter, and I could hear the sounds of demonic chatter. And the Lord said they are calling for November hell is to be declared as the November of nonsense.
Oh, wow.
To create a bunch of nonsense trials, trying to.
My question is how the nonsense could get any worse.
Well, but they were going to.
Okay, so the demon's plan, Satan's plan, Lucifer's plan is just to create a bunch of nonsense. I mean, what's going to be different than what we already have with all the nonsense going on in the U.S. government or around the world? So somehow this weird nonsense is going to remove Trump from office. Though I'm wondering if these people also believe that anybody who's against Trump is part of this demonic plan to remove Trump from office.
Going to take it to another level, and they were actually going to try to move forward on certain things that they're meeting in secret about. And they have this between October 30th and Thanksgiving as their window of opportunity. So we're going to declare that November is not going to be a November of nonsense. It's going to be a November of no nonsense.
Mm. So though, if Trump is supposed to be a divinely chosen person put in there by God to fulfill God's plans, why would these lesser demons be able to stop Trump from doing what God wants Trump to do? Are they trying to say that God is weak when dealing with earthly stuff, and that Satan has greater strength? Because that would just show that God isn't all powerful. I mean, how can you claim to be all powerful, create something, and then something else have greater control over that thing you created? Oh, but it's more and more of his religious fan base are going in or claiming that it's demons and Lucifer and stuff that are trying to get God or trying to get Trump removed from office, when that is not the case. It is obviously human beings trying to remove Trump, and Trump is doing it all on his own, at least doing the crimes to get himself removed. So they should be blaming Trump and not these fictional beings that they believe in. It's just a way to shift blame. Trump isn't at fault for anything. It's demons that are at fault for making Trump look bad and whatever else they want to claim. But these people are just the closer it gets to Trump being impeached, the crazier and crazier these people are going to get. There's no doubt about that. You already have people claiming there's going to be a civil war and mass bloodshed and stuff if Trump gets impeached. If you have these kind of religious people that believe that Trump being impeached is an attack on Christendom, it's going to be the really crazy ones are probably going to be the ones to try to do something to fulfill their belief that if they do it, it's going to make God happy or help fulfill God's plans.